Good morning. I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News Now, coming to you from our digital desk. We're about to take you into an arraignment in the Cuyahoga County Court of Common Pleas. This is for that November 4th shooting where 4 people were shot in Richmond Heights. One of those individuals died. The manhunt was on for a couple of weeks for Raymond Melton. He was eventually arrested, and we expect that we're going to get his arraignment this morning, his first time in court. Bond will be set. We're going to take a listen in, see if he is first up or if there will be others, but let's just take a listen in for now. While we wait for the proceedings to get underway, this is the mugshot of Raymond Melton, 29 years old. He's been charged with murder, aggravated murder, felony assault, attempted aggravated murder, attempted murder, and having weapons under disability for that shooting, again, that took place back on November 4th. A 26-year-old Cleveland man, Joseph Garth, was shot and killed. Let's listen in for just a second.
I'm going to begin with your constitutional rights. It is my duty to advise.
And in fact, this is the judge just giving the rights. This will be a mass arraignment. There will be others involved in being arraigned this morning for the first time. So while we wait for the judge's instructions, we're going to play a story from our Kelly Kennedy that ran on the day of the arrest of Raymond Melton. Take a look.
Police say it started as a fun family gathering at a Richmond Heights condominium complex, when suddenly things took a turn.
All right, we're on scene. Send the squad. I got a person on the ground.
This is the horrifying scene officers saw when they arrived in Richmond Heights on November 4th.
Have a seat.
Police say Melton shot 4 people.
Get back here. Go. Secure.
She got shot in her stomach.
All right, tend to her. She got shot in the stomach.
3 people were hurt, and the 4th victim, 26-year-old Joseph Garth, died at the hospital.
Where'd the shooter go? Where'd the shooter? He left? He left? Okay, ma'am, have a seat.
I did some digging and discovered the 29-year-old has a criminal record. He previously pled guilty to aggravated assault and having weapons under disability. He also has pending charges for improperly handling a firearm in a motor vehicle. Kelly Kennedy, 19 News.
And so that brings us to today. You're looking live inside the Cuyahoga County Court of Common Pleas, waiting for the arraignment of Raymond Melton. More than likely will be first up here. If not, we will hold and we'll wait to see when his arraignment is done. Generally, what happens here in these last all of about 2 minutes. So that's why we're coming to you live before we see Melton. Not sure if he'll be in the courtroom or via video, but it'll be a very quick synopsis of the charges he's facing. The state will read those and request a bond. Just from patterns that we've seen in the past, generally when someone is charged with homicide or aggravated murder, it's set at $1 million. But Melton facing much more than that. Again, he shot a total of 4 people, one of whom died. That was 26-year-old Joseph Garth. So it may be much higher than just $1 million bond. And then a quick not guilty plea by the representing state attorney, probably someone representing Melton from the public defender's office, and then the judge will assign a bond. Again, all of this takes just a couple of minutes. What you're watching now is the judge reading the rights to the others that are in the room, explaining their constitutional rights, more than likely explaining that they will not accept anything other than a not guilty plea today, just because that's the way the system works. This is just your initial appearance. But let's listen in for the rest of the instructions and see if Raymond Melton is first up.
Will enter a not guilty plea on your behalf. If you have been charged with a crime of violence and or drug offense, under Ohio law, you cannot knowingly have, carry, or use a firearm or dangerous weapon until your case is concluded. This is called being under a disability. If you violate this disability, you could be charged with a separate felony offense in addition to the original charges you are being arraigned for today. Even if you have a CCW permit, you are still under a disability until your case is over. In fact, Upon indictment, the sheriff who issued the permit shall suspend it until your case is over. Finally, if you are over 18 and have not provided a DNA specimen since 2011, you may be required to submit one within 24 hours of your arraignment. Inmates of the county jail have a right to be present in the courtroom today. Do any inmates of the county jail want to be present in the courtroom today?
Okay, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you very much. Lastly, when you're done, when you've entered your plea, when we've set bond, if you would report to the deputy to your left, he will take care of you and make sure you have the paperwork that you need to proceed throughout the day, okay? So with that. No, it's fine.
We're going to start with the jail, case number 687662, Raymond Melton. Pending case on docket of Judge Kellyanne Gallagher.
Thank you. Morning, Ms. Morgan.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you today?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mary Catherine Corrigan on behalf of Mr. Melton. We acknowledge receipt of the indictment more than 24 hours in advance, waive the reading thereof, and enter a plea of not guilty. Your Honor, we would ask that the original bond be continued and that the matter be set for pretrial.
Thank you very much. Accept Mr. Melton's plea of not guilty. Set a $500,000 cash surety property bond, no contact with surviving victims or any of victims' family. I will note that there is a probation hold from Judge Kellyanne Gallagher with papers attached to that. This will be assigned to the docket of Judge Kellyanne Gallagher, and Mary Catherine Corrigan will continue to be your attorney. The first pretrial on this matter is the 8th of this month at 9 a.m.
Thank you so much, Judge.
Thank you. Good rest of
Raymond,
your day.
I'll be in to see you.
In the courtroom, case number 68691.
And that'll be it for Raymond Melton. A little bit surprising, the judge is going to continue his bond at $500,000 just from cases I've seen in the past covering this for 20 years here in the area. That is a fairly low bond for facing such serious charges, including aggravated murder, felony assault, attempted aggravated murder, and attempted murder. Again, just a $500,000 bond. They're going to continue that. Obviously, the plea of not guilty, and he'll be in court actually relatively quickly in just 5 days. On January 8th at 9 a.m. We'll continue to follow this case. Again, a mass shooting that happened back on November 4th in Richmond Heights, a family party that was going on. 4 people shot. It was about 2:45 in the morning. Obviously, if this was a family party, they knew who Melton was, and it didn't take long for police to close in on his circle. We'll continue to update this news and any other breaking news that happens throughout the day today. Make sure you catch our 11 o'clock news on CW 43 and then our noon news on Channel 19. And then we start 3.5 hours of news at 3 o'clock on Channel 19. Until then, I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News. Have a good afternoon.
19 News is everywhere. Download our CTV apps and follow us on social media at Cleveland 19 News.